crew up here. Let's give it up right now for the birthday girl herself, Kelly. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kelly. Valerie. Happy birthday to you. Yeah. We'll get the cake in a minute. Let's, it's Stagefright. We do things a little unusually here. Kelly is here today. What a way to celebrate your birthday. She sent me a very interesting article recently about Valentine's Day. Kelly, would you please read for us the Wikipedia page on Vinegar Valentines?
Oh, thank you. Thank you for the birthday wishes. It is appreciated and unnecessary, but appreciated.
Granny's was on the 10th.
Happy birthday, Granny, Clarion sister. Okay, Vinegar Valentines were a type of insulting cards. They are decorated with a caricature and feature below an insulting poem. I do not know how to pronounce this word, but they are given on Valentine's Day. The caricature in the poem is about the type, in quotations, that the recipient belongs to: spinster, floozy, dude, scholar, etc.
Scholar is an insult?
Yeah.
Interesting.
They enjoyed popularity from the 1840s to the 1940s. These are cynical, sarcastic, often mean-spirited greeting cards were first produced in America as early as the 1840s by a variety of printing companies. Cheaply made Vinegar Valentines were usually printed on one side of a single sheet of paper and cost only a penny. Some people, oh my goodness, mistakenly called them penny dreadfuls, but that term refers to a form of a pop bullier fiction. They often featured garish creatures of men like the dude or women like the floozy. One reason they were rapidly became popular throughout America and Europe was because literacy rates were increasing at the time among the poor and working classes who rarely had much more than a penny to spend on such luxuries. But according to noted Valentine authority Nancy Rosen, president of the National Valentine Collectors Association, their use wasn't restricted to lower economic classes. Oh. The unflattering cards reportedly created a stir throughout all social levels, sometimes provoking fisticuffs and arguments. The receiver, not the sender, was responsible for the costly postage up to the 1840s. A person in those days paid for the privilege of being insulted by often an anonymous admirer. Millions of Vinegar Valentines with verses that insulted a person's looks, intelligence, or occupation were sold between the 19th and 20th centuries. Art and design historian Annabella Paulin has extensively researched their production and the reception in Britain, where they were more commonly called mock or mocking Valentines. We're almost done, folks. The greeting cards, usually simply a sheet of thin colored paper about the size of a modern greeting card. They were later produced in the form of postcards. They were usually sent anonymously. Postmasters sometimes confiscated these cards as unfit to be mailed. These cards were first produced in the late Victorian era and enjoyed their greatest popularity in that period and in the first quarter of the 20th century. One pop culture reference to Vinegar Valentine is found in Bill Watterson's Calvin and Hobbes comic strip.
Love that.
Calvin often gives Susie Durkin's Vinegar Valentines.
Thank you, Kelly.